Hello everyone. So I got this barrel here from Bear Creek Arsenal, 5.56, 10.5 inch. I did do a video about a month ago on this upper kit that I got from Davidson Defense. At the time, I didn't know that the barrel came from Bear Creek Arsenal, but I did have some concerns about it that I contacted the customer service. Davidson Defense customer service takes forever, but when they finally got around to me, my concerns were that the barrel was not marked CMV, right? Chrome moly vanadium. There was a slight burr in by the gas port, which blew out. I had a feeling they were going to tell me it's not a big deal, and I already knew it wasn't a big deal because after I shot it like a couple of rounds to it, I could already see that it was grouping decently. And the other concern I had was this dust cover that doesn't work. Okay, so yeah, when you're buying these budget guns, you pretty much got to do your own quality control. The thing with this is that I assembled it myself because it comes as an upper kit. So you're assembling yourself with. Usually, when you're going to have a problem with these budget ARs, it's usually that the gas block hasn't been Loctited in place, and then it starts moving, and you lose pressure, and the gun doesn't cycle. So, given that I installed the gas block myself, I know that it's Loctited and it's going to be fine. Okay, the dust cover, they said they're going to send me a replacement. Not a big deal, and even if they weren't going to do it, it's only like a $10-15 piece. But the upper cost me $210, and that's with shipping and taxes. So $210 to my door, which is pretty good. I really wasn't going to buy a 10.5 inch. I was considering it. I have an 11.5 inch 5.56. I got a 12.5 inch, and I'm like, I had gone to Palmetto's website, and I saw that their 10.5 inch was $350 plus shipping and taxes. So it was going to be something like between $380 and $400. And I just didn't think I wanted to spend that much money on something that I really didn't need. But this one here, $210 shipped to my door. I'm like, you know what? That's cheap enough where, yeah, let's get it and play around with it and see how we like it. Okay. So at the time that I got it, I didn't know that the barrel came from Bear Creek Arsenal. So let's take a look at how it shoots. So it is a 1 in 8 twist, okay? CMV chrome moly vanadium. It is not chrome lined, okay? The thing with chrome lining is a lot of people say that the accuracy goes down when they chrome line the barrel, and a lot of people say, because here's the thing, usually with the chrome lining, they're adding material to the bore, so the bore itself has to be made a little bit bigger, and a lot of times they'll send the barrel out to a third party, right, to do the chrome lining. So depending on how good the chrome lining is, the accuracy will either be a little bit worse or about the same. Okay, but the barrel is supposed to be, if it has a chrome lining, it's supposed to last a little bit longer. The other option is to nitrate the barrel. Now with they're not adding material to the inside of the bore, right? So that I believe they can do in-house, but it makes it a little bit harder. This one doesn't have that. So it's a straight CMV, and it has a phosphate finish, presumably on the outside. Okay. Now the barrel is not stamped CMV, so when I got it, I basically contacted Davidson Defense. I want to know what the deal with that is. Why wouldn't it be stamped CMV if it was a CMV barrel? And what the customer service guy did is he went to the box that they received from Bear Creek Arsenal. He inspected them. He said the barrels don't say CMV on them, but the box that came from Bear Creek Arsenal says that has CMV on the outside. Okay, so how can you rely on that? Can you not rely on that? How honest are they? I don't know the answer to that. I just know that, you know what, $210, it really is not going to bother me that much. Let's take a look at the accuracy. So I shot it about a month ago when I first put this upper together. I think the best group I got was 1.5 inches at 100 yards. Shot it yesterday. Tape measure out here. So first I shot it with some Ignum, okay, budget 223 555 grain. That's the ones with the circles here. So the basically I got 2 inches at 100 yards. Then I shot Wolf WM193. I have been able to get 1-inch groups from time to time on different guns with this ammunition. So now occasionally I do get flyers with that with this budget ammunition. So I did get one here, right? But then the other 4 shots without the circles, 1, 2, and then there's like 3 and 4 are like in this hole over here. So that is 1.5 inches. Okay, so that's in line with what I got a month ago, 1.5 inches. And then I shot it again. All right, on a clean piece of paper. 5-shot group, get 1 flyer way out here. I know I'm not pulling the shot, so that's just like bad ammo, you know, an inconsistent ammo. So I've got 1 3/4 inches at 100 yards. These 4 shots here with the Wolf WM193. So yeah, we're definitely like at that 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Today I pulled out this Federal Sierra Match King 77 grain. I don't use this often because I don't have a whole lot of it. And I just wanted to see what it would do with it. So surprisingly enough, I did get 1 flyer way out there, right? And I know I didn't pull it that much. And then the other 4 out of 5 were 2 inches. So it didn't do that much better with the match grade ammo, the 77 grains. That might be because it's a 1 8 twist, and prefer maybe the 77 grains like a 1 7 twist. I don't know. I just know that I've gotten 1.5 to 2 MOA enough times where I can say that, hey, you know what? On a $210 upper, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay. And in fact, I'll go a step further and say I'm probably going to get the 14.5 inch from Davidson Defense. I looked at the description of the barrel. It's the same as this one, right? It says CMV with a phosphate finish. So I'm pretty sure it's coming from Bear Creek Arsenal. So same deal. It's like because before I had a 5% coupon on this one. I actually got a 10% coupon for that one. So it's going to come out to $200. So again, 14.5 inch. I never like seriously considered getting a 14.5 inch because I got so many 16 inches and it's like just close enough that I didn't think it was worth it. I didn't want to spend like $300 to $400 on a 14.5 inch upper. Okay, but $200. You know what? It's cheap enough where I'm like, yeah, you know what the hell? Let's get it and try it out and play with it. So, you know, again, I got to assemble it together, do my own quality control. You know, if there's an issue like I had with this one, with the dust cover that doesn't work, you know, I know that they'll replace it, so that's not a big deal. So, you know, and I'm not getting lowers, right? So, I used to be of the mindset that that for every upper, you know, it had to have its own lower. I've since moved away from that, and my mindset is that, you know what, for every lower, I want to have like 3 or 4 uppers. Okay, I should definitely have like a 16 to 18 inch one, right, where I can put like an LPVO on it, and that's more like a DMR setup, right? So I moved in the direction of like 16 inches and up. Those are DMR guns, and then less than 16 inches, those are fighting rifles, red dots, magnifiers. That's so I want to have at least I want to have, for every lower, I want to have those 2 uppers, right? You know, I want to have a DMR upper, and then I want to have a fighting rifle upper. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. So yeah, my feeling on this Bear Creek Arsenal, you know, 1.5 inches to 2 MOA. You know, on if you get the barrel by itself, it's $60, right? So that's a pretty good deal, you know. And it says CMV. It's not stamped on the barrel. Even if it's not, it's still a good deal, I think. Okay. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you all soon.